Well, that's a little bit of kindling cut up, ready for tonight, because we're going into spring, but it's still a bit nippy. So we'll go in the shed, have a brew, get a brew on, and get the heater on, get a bit of a warm up. And I've got something new to show you heating wise. Let's go and have a look. So this is the heater that Mrs. Summerhouse got me. Looks really cool. I like the retro styling of it. It looks like something out of the 50s or 60s or something like that, including the colour, this nice green colour. They do it in a like a desert sort of colour, you know, like a, I don't know, like a sandy colour. But yeah, it's by Naturehike, that make very high quality stuff. It's really, really well made. I love the handle on top. I love the little bit of wood that's in it. And I love the way they've stamped Naturehike on the top of that. Makes it a nice carry handle, that. Some easily move it about. Despite its small size, this Naturehike stove kicks out an incredible amount of heat, and it throws it out forwards, upwards, from the side, either side, but nothing from the back, so, or underneath. It's all that stays cool. And it runs off these type of gas canisters. You see, you can get them from lots of hardware stores, and if you shop around you can get some bargains. I pay about £1 for each one of these. And the way you load the gas canisters into the stove is quite unusual. I mean, there's the port where you put the canister in, but it connects magnetically, and I'll show you how that works now. So you take your gas canister, and I suggest, see that notch that you have there, just get it in focus, make sure that's pointing towards the top, like 12 o'clock. And then insert the canister through the port, make sure it's lined up into the slot, and just give it a twist. Let's have a look. There you go, it's connected now magnetically. And I had my doubts about that, but so far it's been okay. And to remove it, you just give it a twist and a pull, and it's out. To operate the stove, once the gas bottle's in, or gas canister, you use this control. All the way back is off, and then bring it all the way forward. And once you hear the click, that's the igniter, and the stove lights up, and it heats up this steel mesh in here, not like one of the old ceramic ones you used to get that I don't think were very efficient. This thing really kicks out a lot of heat, and you can see the canisters in the side there, and it's really dinky, but you know, it doesn't half throw out the heat. And early spring, you know, as the winter's ending, and late autumn, early winter, this is enough to heat this off-grid shed up. So turn it off, we roll it backwards. You can turn it right down. I'll just try and do that without it going off. There you go, that's quite low. I think that's as low as it'll go. And then you bring it back up. This time of year I've been leaving it right up, but it's nice that it's adjustable. I believe on one canister on full power, I've been using it, you get about 4.5 hours out of one canister. If you turn it down, which I've not used it in that setting yet, some people have reported getting 10 hours out of one canister, which is really, really good. Another cool feature of this Naturehike stove is I believe you can cook on top of it. Well, I know you can cook on top of it because I've tried it. So, as I mentioned before, I've been outside smashing up a load of wood for kindling ready for tonight. Temperature is dropping, and I came in the shed for a warm up and to have a brew, get a brew on. So let's get a brew on with this stove and see how it does. So we'll start the stove up, and we'll get my trusty Pathfinder mug, which I've put enough water in for one cup, and we'll start the stopwatch. There we go, timer going, and we'll see how long this thing takes to make a brew. Okay, the water's boiling now, and that's took just over 10 minutes. So as I said, it's not the fastest thing in the world for boiling up water. You could certainly cook on top of it, you know, fry something up or heat up some soup. But, you know, it took a long time to boil the water, but that's not important to me because I'm not in a hurry. What I mainly wanted to do was get warm. So while it was acting as a heater, I've also been able to boil some water on top of it. And if I wanted to, I could fry something up or, you know, cook a meal in a little pot in the Pathfinder that I've put away now, or you know, heat up some soup. Another little handy feature you get with this is a little shelf that you can put things on in front to keep them warm. That's detachable, you can remove it. I leave it removed most of the time because I'm not using it. So I'm using this in the garden shed, you know, off-grid shed where I do a lot of messing about, video editing, fixing things. But you could use this in a camper van, in a caravan. You know, you could use it in a tent, camping. It's a really neat little thing, and it's not huge. It's nice, you know, cube sort of size. But my God, it really works well. So isn't that just a neat looking little stove by Naturehike? It's dead compact, it looks like it's straight out the 50s, 60s, it's so efficient, it does a really good job. Normally in the winter here I have my paraffin stove going, and that's either on or it's off. There's no control over it, you can't turn it down or lower it. In the depths of winter that's brilliant, but come late autumn, early winter, it's just too much. And the same when it's late winter, early spring, and that's where this Naturehike thing comes in. It's enough. It's enough in here. It's more than enough. I've been here about an hour now and we're up to a heady 26 degrees C in here. I feel almost like I'm at Towing or even better, Talaka. It's just amazing. So, and the beauty of it is, as it continues to warm up, I can turn it down and I can brew up on it and cook with it. It's brilliant. It's got a few different uses. Price wise, you're looking at just under 90 quid. I got mine off Amazon. It was in a sale, 15% off, 76 quid, and it was a gift off Mrs. Summerhouse. Thank you very much, baby. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, if you fancy one, I recommend it. It's really good. You can use it in a shed like I'm doing, or you know, a caravan or a camper van or a tent, or as an emergency backup heater for the room, a small room, or even a quite large room. It'll do the job. So Naturehike stove, isn't it great?